welcome to Random Tuesday, and today is an exciting day because I am attempting to do something that I've never done before, which is quilting. So I purchased this book. It is Free Motion Quilting. It says Ultimate Beginner's Guide and how to use textile design and style to your quilts. So when I talked in Vlogmas and I had all those fabric left over, I wanted to quilt, but I wanted to learn how to do styles. I don't want to just cut up materials and put them together and just that's it. I kind of want to have design. So when I was looking for a book, I wanted something simple to start, and this is a beginner friendly one. And I also watched quite a few videos that had how to do certain designs and things like that. So the intention for me right now is I want to be able to quilt to a level where I can make a jacket, like quilts designs with fabric I already have, and make some bomber jackets or a denim kind of quilted style jacket. And then I also want to make tote bag or book cover or book pouch, and then the ultimate thing would be a comforter for my bed, which I know that is going to be a lot of work because of the size. I have a huge bed, so yeah, that's going to be a huge project, but it's doable. So I had a bunch of these fabric thing that I had bought for bags to make lining for the bags that I was doing, and I also have a tub full of scraps. So I figure I would try to make something cute with this, but when the pattern I want to use, I'm going to need 3 different fabrics. So I'm going to try to see what fabric I want to use with this to cut it out. But needless to say, in the book, besides these unbelievable designs, it gives you 12 patterns in here, and so which will be these different kind of pattern. So I am flipping through, and it even gives you how to cut it out, the sizing, and how much you're gonna need. So in this video I am going to attempt to do, no, it's so hard. And it's very simple, but then I really like this one because this is the original one I was looking at. So hopefully it shows up. And this one, I feel sewing will be so much easier. And yeah, so you know what? Dang, I don't know. I like this one too. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna go with this one. And then, so this is the graph here. All right, so we're gonna do this one in this video. So, all right, so I cut out 4 sets, and then I did the sewing line down the center, because each set's going to make 8. That's what the direction says. So we're doing the direction, guys. So I'm gonna sew, and then we're gonna cut again. We're gonna see how it looks. So we're gonna lay it out. So I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, guys, so this is where we are at. And this is what it's supposed to look like. So I think I'm doing good. So now I gotta get these boxes then together, and this like this. So the whole goal is to just line them up properly so that they flow well, and that's probably the hardest part of it that's going to be of it, but we got this. But I like how it looks so far. All right guys. So I made my first quilted pattern. It is good. So good. And it's a little tricky because of trying to get them even. So I think all of them worked out okay, except for I think this one here wasn't quite, well, you can't really tell unless you're close up, but yeah. So this is too wide for a bag. So I'm going to have to cut the sides off, and then I'm going to add a strip on top because I wanted it longer. So now I know, because even, yeah, any way I slice it, it is, yeah. So I'm going to measure it out now with one of my tote bags that I already have to see what I need to cut off and how much taper on the top I'm going to add. And then I'm going to put this, measure this part off as well. But I can't cut this yet till I get this properly measured. And then we're going to start testing out the quilted feature on the sewing machine. So I don't think I'm going to do any of these patterns that they have yet, because this one is recommending, let's see, design on page 28. It's recommending this. I'm not on that level yet, y'all. And then it's also given page 38. Forget about it. No, I'm not there yet. And then page 14. Let's see if that's a easy. It's possible. So I'm freeforming it. So my freeform is going to be interesting to see how I can freeform it with anything that pops in my head. So like, I really loved how this comes out. I'm not sure it's going to show up the pattern on here, but it is what it is, guys. So, all right, let me get one of my old tote bag and measure. And I have like this. So it's not going to go to waste because I'm probably going to use these for pockets inside the bag. So not going to waste. All right, so now I have to cut about 2 inches. Yeah, so I got to cut about 2 inches for the band on top of this. Alright guys, so sun is in the way, but I had to stop and watch a video to figure out how to put on the foot. So this is a free walking foot, quilt free, heads free walking foot. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, I don't have an idea what I'm doing. I did mark to kind of get like a loop situation. See if you can, so you can see I'm just doing whatever. I don't have a plan because I'm not really a drawer, but I know I'm gonna have to practice doing design. But this is kind of scary but fun at the same time. But I'm just gonna freeform and just get a whole bunch of things on here until I am done. Because this has a lot of pattern, what do you call it, pattern on there, some of it's not going to show. It's going to show mostly on the part of the material that is like solid. But it's doing something, guys. It's doing something. It takes a while, guys. So let me push along. The bag is done. However, I think we will go in detail tomorrow. So see you in a few. Hey guys, so it is the next day and I wanted to rest a little. I was exhausted. I was running around doing so much yesterday, and then to start it, get cut out the pattern. Plus, I was reading the book. Plus, watching the videos to learn how to even use my quilting feature on the machine, and to put the bag together and everything. I didn't have it in me to do a proper review. Plus, I wanted to read some more on the book, which I did, so I can actually review the book. So here it goes, and what I love is like each side of the bag is different, so it's not uniform, which I absolutely love. I love the straps. Initially I was like, was I supposed to pad the strap? And then I'm like, my other bags I don't, and I don't think I need to, so I'm glad I didn't. So in the future, I know I don't need to, as long as it is wrapped. There's like double layer, so it does have some strength. Also inside I have the pockets, so I'll come up closer so you can see. So the pocket is right here, and it's a good size that's going to be able to fit my keys, because one thing I don't like about some of the tote bag that I have, it doesn't have pockets, so I'm always like digging in to find my keys. So I have a pocket in there. So this is what the leftover when I had to cut off the fabric. So what I'm going to do in the future to save, so I'm not wasting fabric, is I will measure out how, like whatever I make it, measure it out so I get an idea how much square I need, and also how much I can minimize. Even though the pattern give you 6x6, I could have reduced it to 4x4, that kind of deal. So that's some of the stuff I had to think about too, because like how big this design is, I might have wanted it smaller. So but I like that it's there for me to use. So now that we got this, also I didn't show you that you can see the lining. So I use the lining from this part for the lining, and it's beautiful, guys. So I put my book in there just to give it some weight, so you can see how it is. But here it goes, and it is just great. This is my library book, current read, and it's just gonna fit in, and I could fit a lot more in there. I could put my notebook, I could put my Kindle, again my wallet. It's a good size. This is the standard size of most of my tote bag, but I do want to make a bigger one for like work that I can fit my computer in, and I just have to figure what color, what style I want to do with that one in. But that's something I'm going to definitely work on, and then also learn how to do the zipper feature in that one if I make one for work. But I'm going to make more of these, definitely going to make more of these, and some other stuff. Now the book, it's a book, and they're right, it is beginners friendly. Now initially when I was looking at the book, I was concerned about how crazy some of these artwork in the book. And then after I decided this morning to start read up on it, the author gave you detail of how to do it. So a lot of this is just drawing straight line ruler and just practicing straight how to do some of the design. And it seems harder just by looking at it, but when I sat down and I started just toying with it a bit, or even put a paper over it and trace it, is also an option that you can do. But it literally gives you ways of how to connect and do it, that I find that it's not as hard. It's just a matter of practicing. And so eventually I'll be able to do some of these, because I don't have a machine. My machine, although it's a quilting machine, it doesn't have program feature where you can actually put a program in there for a pattern like some of the more expensive quilt machine that you have programs in there. Literally they can just put the program in whatever design they want, and the machine will just do it for them. Mine is going to be exactly why I got this book, which is free motion. I literally got this book because of my machine's inability to program, and so it's going to all be based on free motion. So I would say if you are looking at wanting to make bookish things, we're talking book covers, again, tote bag, or pencil case, or again, travel bag, pouch. There's endless things that you can do quilting style. It's just a matter of picking patterns that you like. I think this is very girly. I'm not really a pink person, but I'm in the mood for some bright color in my face. I hate winter right now, and so I wanted something that's gonna remind me of spring, where the flowers and the things that's on here. But you can keep it neutral, you can keep it basic. I do have black and white stuff and all these other fabrics that I could use to make a more toned down, even denim. But it's endless amount of things that you can do. So I recommend this book for those of you who are crafting and want to get into it, because so far it has been amazing. And I love that it gives you 12 different blocks that you can make in the middle of the book, towards the end, and it's just so many different style, and you just choose whatever color, whatever print you want to use. And so you can see I made this one, and this one is in purple, but you can see it's going to look different with different print. So yeah, but that's why I'm going to end this here. I'm going to edit this and start cutting up. None of my serger, I was able to recover my serger and fix the issue, so I need to make a lot more sweaters because I've been wearing the ones that I've made to death. I wear them, at least 2 of them I wear every week. You know, black turtleneck, you can't go wrong. So I'm going to make some more sweaters to put in for my work, to wear to work and out and about until this weather gets warmer. And it's supposed to snow today, so yeah. So I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching another random Tuesday. Let me know if you like this video. I know it's not really me reviewing a book, but it's sort of bookish content because, you know, it's a tote bag to put the books in, and you know I love my art and crafts. So let me know how you feel about this, the bag, the quilting. Are you a quilter, or you want to get into a quilting? You want to make a comforter, because eventually that is going to be a big project for me. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.